Streaming live now on News8000.com. You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now, this weekend.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us for News 8 Now this weekend. I'm Emily Brown.
And I'm Ken Kozarowski. Well, after a devastating playoff loss, the Green Bay Packers now face big questions about their future.
News 8 Now's JDS McGee joins us in the studio with what's next for the Pack. JDS.
Yeah, the Packers season came to an emotional end, and now management and players are preparing for what comes next. Coach Matt LaFleur's contract runs through the 2026 season, but his future with the Packers has become a major topic following last night's loss. LaFleur has been leading the Packers since 2019 with a 76-40-1 record. When asked about it, LaFleur declined to address his future, saying his focus remains on the team.
That's not the focus right now, to be honest with you. We're fresh off this loss. My sole focus is on our players, our team, and just trying to find ways to get better.
Now, quarterback Jordan Love was also asked about LaFleur's future yesterday and expressed his support for his head coach.
Yeah, I definitely think Matt should be the head coach. I got a lot of love for Matt. I think he does a great job, and that's it.
LaFleur did confirm in his press conference today that he and the Packers are set to meet regarding his future in the coming days. Now, we will have a full analysis and reaction from yesterday's game coming up in a little bit. Back to you guys.
All right, JDS, thank you. It's a somber Sunday for Packers fans in La Crosse. We caught up with some downtown as they took in the second day of wild card action around the league. Fans agree the team didn't perform as well as they could have this year. As for Matt LaFleur's future, not all fans are sold on the idea of cutting ties.
He's done good as a coach. That might be a mistake, but with the Packers, it seems like whenever they change hands, it's always a calculated decision, and it usually seems to pan out.
Most fans say it's extra disappointing to lose to the Bears, and what they're most looking forward to next season, Micah Parsons' return from that ACL.
And we asked you on our website, should Matt LaFleur remain head coach of the Green Bay Packers? 52% say yes, 48% say no.
Developing tonight, protests against ICE actions and U.S. involvement in Venezuela are taking place across the country, including right here in the Coulee region.
News 8 Now's Brooklyn Hines shows us how the community is responding.
Two separate demonstrations were held today, one in La Crosse and another in Sparta. Today's events follow Wednesday's fatal shooting in Minneapolis and the recent capture of Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro.
No ICE, no KKK, no fascist U.S.
Dozens of people gathered in downtown La Crosse to protest both ICE tactics and U.S. policy in Venezuela.
We're out here to demonstrate that we are against fascism, and that's what ICE is doing to our communities.
Protesters called for respect, both for immigrant communities and for national sovereignty abroad.
We stand with the poor and the oppressed. We stand for peace. We stand for justice.
The disrespect that's going on and the grabbing of oil from Venezuela is not right.
In La Crosse, demonstrators marched through downtown, chanting and holding signs opposing ICE policies. Meanwhile, in Sparta, protesters gathered to honor 37-year-old Renee Good, the woman shot and killed by an ICE agent in Minneapolis on Wednesday.
But they have exceeded their authority under the Trump administration, and they are wreaking havoc, murdering people, and we felt the need to come out in particular to honor Renee Good.
Organizers say the group's message is about accountability and the rule of law.
We need to show that Sparta has similar enthusiasm for the rule of law.
Organizers of both demonstrations emphasized that their goal was a peaceful call to action. Reporting in the newsroom, Brooklyn Hine, News 8 Now.
Thank you, Brooklyn. Fans of wood carving got to learn the behind the scenes of the art earlier today. 4 local artists showing off their pieces and carving methods at today's Houston County Wood Carving Expo. Featured carver John Carlson emphasized the importance of staying creative while embracing nature.
I feel like everybody needs some kind of a continuous hobby. It takes the rough edges off of life. It's something that you can become skilled at. Even wood carving, there's all different styles, which I think we represent really well.
The Wood Carving Expo was the first installment of the Nature Center's Local Artist Spotlight series.
Well, portions of the area saw some light snow passing through a little bit earlier on, but that's really all that we're expecting to see tonight. Most of us didn't even get to see any of those flurries. If we take a look at the radar from the past couple hours, again, just that very light band of snow passed mainly along I-94, and now it is well out of the area, making for a dry evening overnight and morning as we go into the start of the week for Monday. Temperatures likely staying steady for the most part in the mid-20s as we go throughout much of the night tonight. We'll hold on to a very light breeze in the morning hours, possibly making a bit of an impact on the wind chills, but overall it's likely going to feel no cooler than the low 20s as we head out the door. In Eau Claire, a similar story, possibly some sunshine poking out a little bit throughout the morning, but most of the clouds will likely hold off until the afternoon, and then we could actually see some sunnier conditions to start our week off. It's also going to be a tad warmer as far as January standards go, at least, and most of us will likely be seeing the 40s at least sometime in the upcoming days. So I'll have all the details coming up in a little bit.
All right, a little bit of 40 sounds good.
I like that.
Thanks, Nicole.
Music to my ears. Thank you. Developing tonight, President Trump says he's ready to help the Iranian protesters. CBS's Willie James Inman is in West Palm Beach traveling with the president.
The president is weighing his options in Iran, writing on Truth Social this weekend. Iran is looking at freedom, perhaps like never before. The USA stands ready to help.
I've made the statement very strongly that if they start killing people like they have in the past, we will get involved. We'll be hitting them very hard where it hurts. And that doesn't mean boots on the ground.
When asked this weekend if the shooting of protesters would be a red line for the president, a U.S. official said, quote, only Trump can determine what the red line is. Some lawmakers and supporters of the president want the U.S. to get involved.
The people don't want the Ayatollah anymore. I don't want him. If we can get rid of him, it'd be the best thing could ever happen.
Democratic Senator Tim Kaine told Face the Nation military action would embolden the Iranian regime.
U.S. military action would just bring back the painful history of the U.S. Toppling the Iranian prime minister back in the 1950s, and would give the regime the ability to blame their own failures on the United States.
The last major U.S. intervention was in June when the U.S. military bombed Iran's nuclear facilities.
Now, the White House has not shared details about what a possible military strike in Iran would look like, but the U.S. military has a range of options, including cyber attacks. Willie James Inman, CBS News, West Palm Beach, Florida.
The Department of Justice is investigating the Federal Reserve and its chairman, Jerome Powell. It is tied to those renovations for the Fed's D.C. headquarters. Federal prosecutors allege Powell lied to Congress when he testified before the Senate Banking Committee last June about the cost of the renovations. The price tag on the renovations is about $2.5 billion. Tonight, Powell is pushing back against the accusations the project was mismanaged. He said the threat from the Justice Department is more about disagreements he's had with President Trump over lowering interest rates.
In every case, I have carried out my duties without political fear or favor, focused solely on our mandate of price stability and maximum employment. Public service sometimes requires standing firm in the face of threats. I will continue to do the job the Senate confirmed me to do.
Powell says the Fed has to be able to set interest rates based on evidence and economic conditions, and it should not have to answer to political pressure or intimidation.
Still to come, there's a reason the Rotary Lights volunteers come back stronger every year. We'll take a look at the cleanup for this week's eyepiece right after the break.
Every accident is different. Different driving conditions, different injuries, different life circumstances. The insurance companies often use these circumstances to avoid paying you what you deserve. At Gruber Law Offices, we know how insurance companies can take advantage after an accident. Trust our experience and history of successfully helping our clients. And remember, there is never a fee until we win. Call Gruber Law Offices today. One call, that's all.
Welcome to Black River Furniture and Cabin Outlet. Shop our huge selection of upholstery by Ashley, Catnapper, and Best Home Furnishings. Sleep better with our selection of double-sided, hybrid, or all-foam mattresses, adjustable bases, and bedroom sets available. Set your dining room up with a new table, chairs, bar stools, or counter height available. Throw down a rug to complete any room, scatters, 5x8s, 8x10s, and more. No gimmicks, no corporate hassles. Open 7 days a week. Black River Furniture Outlet, Black River Falls.
Everyone deserves to be connected. Big cities
small towns, everywhere in between. And staying connected shouldn't break the bank. That's why T-Mobile and US Cellular have joined forces. The best network just got bigger. And we're combining it with the local service you know and trust. Join now and save up to 20% versus Verizon.
At Riverside Park, the Rotary lights may be down, but the camaraderie is still up.
It sure is. News 8 photographer Duncan Noose takes us behind the scenes of the cleanup of Rotary lights and why people volunteer each year.
I've been doing it for years. Since I was little, like maybe 12, 13, I've come out here to help out with all this stuff. It's fun, you know? It's always pretty cool to see, always pretty cool to help the community as well. And I have a lot of friends who do it as well, so coming over to help them is a lot of fun for me, at least. Yeah.
I love giving back. I love to be able to meet new people. I think it's all about the community. What you're doing is for the community, right? People who come to volunteer do it because they want to, not because they have to. So I think that's a huge part of why I do it, but I love getting to know new people, and it's a lot of fun, really. You just have a lot of fun with a lot of new people that you get to know. If you're wanting something to do after the holidays and New Year's, come help us and volunteer and organize to take everything back down so you can do it all over again the next year.
I do it because it's a whole area-wide program that people benefit from. Brings a lot of people out on a day, and good community for everyone, I think. Yeah. I've been helping at Rotary Lights since 2000. Yeah, so it's 26 years. So there's like a core group of probably 30 or so that have been here at least that long. The camaraderie back and forth, so we do a lot of joking on each other and things like that, so it's fun. Lifelong friends.
A lot of manpower to create that spectacle. Rotary Lights will be back later this year, and if you want to volunteer to help, you can visit their website. And when we say later this year, by next Christmas.
Yep, yeah. Next holiday season, it'll be back.
I was like, wait, do we have something coming up in March? Easter display coming up?
A 6-month mark of Rotary Lights just to get you in the spirit.
Yeah, but next Christmas.
Yep.
They do great work every year.
They sure do. All right, it is the worst season for respiratory illnesses since at least 1997. Still ahead, what you need to know about this year's flu season.
And we have a warmer start to the week for both Monday and Tuesday. I'll have a full look at your forecast coming up right after the break.
Hi, my name is Levi, and this is Maxwell White Water Conditioning Tip 48. Hard water causes scale buildup, dry skin, and stained laundry. If you see these signs, call us at 608-781-8088.
Welcome to Hotel 44 North, where history, nature, and hospitality meet. Nestled in the heart of downtown Winona, our boutique retreat features 76 elegant rooms, including 24 spacious suites with kitchenettes, perfect for weekend getaways or extended stays. Step outside to river views, blufftop scenery, downtown shops, and scenic trails. Inside, enjoy luxury rooms, a pool, and sauna, all backed by our best rate guarantee. Unwind in our cozy lobby or sift craft cocktails at Latitude Bar and Lounge. Hotel 44 North, your place in Winona.
I told myself I was okay with my moderate to severe rheumatoid arthritis symptoms.
With my psoriatic arthritis symptoms. But just okay isn't okay.
And I was done settling.
If you still have symptoms after trying Humira or Enbrel, Rinvoq works differently. Rinvoq is a once-daily pill that can rapidly relieve joint pain, stiffness, and swelling, as fast as 2 weeks for some. And even at the 3-year mark, many people felt this relief. Rinvoq can stop joint damage, and in PSA, can leave skin clear or almost clear.
Rinvoq can lower ability to fight infections. Before treatment, test for TB and do blood work. Serious infections, blood clots, some fatal. Cancers including lymphoma and skin, serious allergic reactions, GI tears, death, heart attack, and stroke occurred. CV event risk increases in age 50 plus with a heart disease risk factor. Tell your doctor if you've had these events, infection, Hep B or C, smoked, are pregnant, or planning. Don't take if allergic or have an infection.
Done settling?
Ask your rheumatologist for Rinvoq.
And take back what's yours.
AbbVie could help you save.
Hey, Dominic here, and I want to invite you to our outlet store on Ward Avenue, La Crosse to try before you buy. With over 40 blends, you're guaranteed to find one that will make any meal taste great. And as a bonus, they're all low in sodium and dietitian recommended. So stop in today and try before you buy. Aaron, don't you think you're taking try before you buy a little bit too far?
What? No.
Hi, my name's Levi, and this is Maxwell White Water Conditioning Tip 79. Chlorine in city water can cause dry skin and bad taste or odor. If you notice these issues, call us today at 608-781-8088.
Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions, your choice for quality, affordable windows, installed by our experienced team. Contact us or stop into our showroom today for your free estimate.
You expect more, so thank you for watching News 8 Now.
Yeah, it's going to be milder, but even a mild in January is still quite chilly out there. But we will be around 10 to 15 degrees above average come the afternoon. Still a little bit cool in the morning, as of course it's going to be, with morning lows for the most part in the low and mid 20s when we're waking up. We'll have a little bit of a decrease in cloud coverage once we get into tomorrow afternoon. Some more sunshine poking out, and with some southerly winds, we have warmer air moving in. Slightly warmer, most of us for the areas south of I-94 actually climbing into the low 40s for our afternoon high. So 41 in La Crosse, tad cooler in Eau Claire at 36, but that's still going to be both cities around 10 to 15 degrees above the average high for this time of year. So overall, a nice mild start to the week. By Tuesday, we could actually have even warmer temperatures moving in. Just slightly warmer than Monday, but still warmer nonetheless. In La Crosse, likely seeing a high climbing into the mid-40s. This will be the day on Tuesday where actually most of the area will be climbing into at least the low 40s. Some folks south of I-90 even climbing into the upper 40s. So going to be a nice day of temperatures, but they fall pretty quickly therefore after and by the rest of the week. From Wednesday to Thursday, we're going to be basically on the dot for near average highs. Come the weekend, this time next week, going to be a little bit chilly out there with temperatures continuing to fall throughout the weekend. So definitely get out and enjoy those warmer temperatures on Monday and Tuesday. A little bit more enjoyable tomorrow just because we're not going to see nearly as much wind out there. Very light wind gusts and sustained winds altogether as we go into Monday. Tuesday, though, is looking to be the breeziest of the week. Overall, not extremely windy, but we could definitely see wind gusts nearing 30 miles per hour across the area for Tuesday. So even though that'll be the relatively warmest day, it's also likely going to be the day with the most wind. Still a tad breezy on Wednesday, but those will likely be the 2 days this week where we have to deal with any stronger wind gusts across the area. We also have multiple chances for precipitation. One is coming up pretty quickly now going into early Tuesday morning, although it's going to be a very light chance. Not expecting a whole lot of accumulation with this, and because it's going to be warmer out there Monday and Tuesday, it'll start as more rain. Not nearly as much rain as we saw at the end of last week, but still the chance for some sprinkles nonetheless. Likely happening when most of us are asleep in the very early morning hours for Tuesday. A lot of it looking like it's really hedging off further into northern and central Wisconsin, but folks north of I-90 may be waking up to a little bit of water on the sidewalks outside. The chance for that to freeze is low, but not zero, so maybe a couple slick spots on your Tuesday morning commute, but we should be dry by the time most of us are heading into work. Even the chance for some sunshine to be poking out in the early morning for folks further south of I-90, but then the clouds come back in later Tuesday afternoon, and we could even see some very light flurry action passing through. Nothing widespread, going to be widely scattered across the area, but possibility of a couple snowflakes to be flying around by the time we get into Tuesday evening. So that'll be our next precipitation chance, and after that it looks like to dry out by Wednesday. Overall, not a lot of rain or snow accumulation likely with that event, but as we go into Thursday, we'll likely see heavier snow chances moving in, especially going into Thursday night, and that could extend into Friday as well. For now, next weekend's looking dry, but definitely something to keep an eye on for that Thursday and Friday event. Overall, not looking at a huge heavy snowfall, but definitely an accumulating one, more than we're expecting as we go into Tuesday. And temperatures, of course, are going to be cooler after that, especially as we go into the weekend, back into the teens.
All right, so a little bit of a mild stretch and then a little bit of activity.
Wake up call, yeah.
All right, thanks, Nicole. Coming up next in sports, a playoff statement in Chicago, but not the one Packers fans wanted. Reaction after the wild card game and which coaches may be headed out. JDS is next.
Working with Maxwell White was amazing. They were professional, answered all of my questions.
I give Maxwell White my highest possible recommendation.
Maxwell White did a fabulous job on our shower. 5-star plumbing service done right.
Experience the thrill of gaming at Ho-Chunk Gaming, Wisconsin. Whether you're a slots enthusiast or prefer the excitement of table games, we've got you covered. Enjoy delicious dining options, live entertainment, and exclusive promotions that add even more memories and adventure to your visit at any one of our 6 locations. And coming soon to Beloit. More of our amazing gaming options, amenities, and outstanding service you can count on. Find your fun today at Ho-Chunk Gaming, Wisconsin.
Start out your year with big savings at the New Year's sale at Slumberland Furniture. Up to 50% off list. Get this Ashley 2-piece combo, Redmond sofa, plus your choice of rocker recliner, chair, or love seat for only $5.99. Get your choice of these best-selling Lazy Boy recliners for just $5.55. Get a Sealy mattress for just $2.99. Pay no interest for 36 months with approved credit. Save big at the New Year's sale, only at Slumberland Furniture.
Mix 96 and 97.9. Chelsea, when we say we play variety, I mean, we mean it.
Oh, yes. We play lots of different kind of music, things that will take you back to a past great memory, or current music that will spark a dance party.
Oh, I like that. All right, let's explain this here. 97.9 FM in La Crosse. That is your FM frequency to listen to. 96.1 FM all over. Toma, Sparta, West Salem, all over the territory. We hope you'll check us out.
Here at Maxwell White, we know how valuable your time is. From issues with your hot water to slower clogged drains, our team is always on time with friendly service and solutions you can trust. Don't wait. Contact Maxwell White, plumbing done right.
All of the exciting action from your community. Here's News 8 Now Sports.
Well, it was another chapter in one of the NFL's oldest rivalries. The Packers and the Bears meeting in the NFC wildcard round in Chicago. It was just the third time these two teams have faced off in the postseason, and the first since that NFC championship back in 2011. Let's head down to Soldier Field. Bears on the opening drive march down the red zone as Caleb Williams connects with DJ Moore for the first down. Packers would stop them in the red zone, and the Bears would settle for 3. But then on the next drive, Packers swing right back. Jordan Love on the play action. He's going to find Christian Watson, who sneaks his way into the end zone. Second quarter, Caleb Williams drops back on the 4th down. He's looking for a receiver, and he's going to throw interception up to Carrington Valentine. Following that, Jordan Love will float one up to Jaden Reed himself. He's going to find him wide open, and the Packers take a 14-3 lead. 2-minute warning, and Packers march down again. This time, Love connects with Romeo Doubs for his 3rd touchdown, and Packers up 21-3 at the half. But in the 4th, that's where it would get crazy. 2 field goals for the Bears in the 3rd, and DeAndre Swift punches it in to make it a 1-score game. But the Packers looking to pad the lead as Love finds Matthew Golden on the screen pass, who manages to stay on his feet, and he actually scores his first touchdown of the season. But Bears showing just a little bit more fight and march down the field again, and Williams connects with Olamide Zaccheaus to come within striking distance once again. And then under 3 minutes, Packers with the chance to make it a 6-point lead. Brandon McManus with the 44-yarder, and he misses it. And then after the 2-minute warning, Caleb Williams, he's going to find DJ Moore again for his 2nd passing touchdown, and now the Bears have the lead. And then last chance for the Packers coming up. You just see Jordan Love just really dancing around, really trying to make a play happen. And then he finally takes a shot for the win, and it's broken up. And Bears take this one 31-27, and they end the Packers season.
It's disappointing. I'm as disappointed, obviously, as all you guys, as our fans, as everybody in our organization, because we had plenty of opportunities to slam the door shut, and we didn't get it done.
And with the Packers out of the playoffs, the Bears will now host the Rams after the 49ers beat the Eagles 23-19 earlier this afternoon. Badgers, they're taking on the number 2 in the country, Michigan. Pick things up. Wisconsin down 11 late first half, and the ball gets swung over to John Blackwell, who gets a friendly roll. A couple minutes later, more success from the outside from the Badgers. Alexis Bikauskis with the great fake lines up a triple and connects. Bucky down 1 at the half, and they start the second half strong. Nick Boyd cashes in from distance, and he finished the game with 22. Then more Blackwell, this time the old-fashioned 3-point play, and he was fantastic with the 26-point showing. Wisconsin finished with 15 threes in the contest, and not many bigger than this one from Andrew Rohde. Then one more chance for Michigan to send it into OT, but the 3 just won't go as the Badgers score their biggest win of the season over Michigan. And the Timberwolves, they're hosting the San Antonio Spurs at the Target Center, and they started this one off ugly. Down 16, 5 minutes into the first, and Edwards finally breaks the seal off the rim. And later in the first, Julius Randle playing strong like how he always does and gets a tough and-one finish. Fast forward to the 4th, and Timberwolves rally up as Randle gets another and-one with the second effort. And then 24 seconds left, Wemby on Ant-Man, and he says, "Let me work." Drives it in. He's going to float it off the glass to take the lead. Spurs' last chance is De'Aaron Fox. He gets a clean look, but it just won't drop. Timberwolves narrowly escape this one, 104-103. And then the Bucks wrapping up their 4-game West Coast road trip, taking on the Denver Nuggets without Jamal Murray and Nikola Jokic. Giannis leading the Bucks with 31 points, 8 rebounds, and 11 assists, but the Nuggets just kept the pressure up the entire game. 104-108 is your final score. Now that'll do it for sports. We'll have more news after the break.
River City Grill in Winona is your place for great food and drinks every night of the week. Get Grandma's home-style meatloaf with mashed potatoes, gravy, and corn for $18.99, as well as mixers for $4.50. See you soon at River City Grill in Winona.
Together, we're stronger.
Western works side by side with local employers to provide career-ready skills.
Together, we make a difference.
Western's 90-plus programs go hand in hand with today's job market.
Together, we're vital for our communities.
Our region's exceptional industries rely on Western grads. We're all in this together.
Together,
we are Western.
The easiest way to furnish your cabin is at Black River Furniture Outlet. Bring the outdoors in with a handmade dining table set, crafted from the finest woods like hickory, walnut, maple, and barnwood. Shop cozy Amish rockers and upholstery, or Wisconsin-made easy sofas with customizable fabrics. Pair it all with a cabin rug, 5x8s, 8x10s, scatters, and runners available. And before you leave, visit the bed shed. Check out our rustic bedroom groups and bunk beds, as well as our Amish office furniture. Open 7 days a week, Black River Furniture Outlet, Black River Falls.
It's the simplest expression. Smallest thing that changes everything. A smile. An upturn of the mouth. A brightening of the eyes. So easy. Making this the house with the best snacks. Kidless for the night. Like you're 20 again. A smile lights it up. Understands it all. Apologizes. Makes everything okay. And welcomes unconditionally. Because the shortest distance between two people is a smile.
Thank you.
Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every aisle.
River City Grill in Winona is your place for great food and drinks every night of the week. Get Grandma's homestyle meatloaf with mashed potatoes, gravy, and corn for $18.99, as well as mixers for $4.50. See you soon at River City Grill in Winona.
Expect more from News 8 Now. Thanks for watching.
Tonight's 83rd annual Golden Globes wrapped up not too long ago, bringing all the glitz and glamour to the red carpet.
Comedian Nikki Glazer did a fabulous job returning as host for the second year in a row. Some of the night's big winners, K-pop Demon Hunters took home Best Animated Film and Best Original Song.
Fantastic to see. Sinners won the Cinematic and Box Office Achievement Award, and new this year, the category of Best Podcast, which went to A Good Hang by Amy Poehler.
And there were such great nominees all across the board. Like, this was a star-studded star-studded group, lots of talent in the room, so it was good to see the competition. And Best Picture for Drama went to Hamnet. Best Comedy went to One Battle After Another.
Okay.
Yeah.
All movies I still have to watch, so I got some catching up to do.
Yeah, we all do. All right, Nicole has a final look at your weather right after this.
Welcome in 2026 with Home Furniture's New Year's sale. Get up to an extra 10% off sale prices, like this queen bedroom suite for $17.99 and this dining set for just $22.49. Start the new year in style during the New Year's sale at Home Furniture.
If you have a crack like this, well, you have a problem. Today I'm learning how a cracked wall might mean your foundation is sinking.
It always points towards the area where it's sinking. For example, this corner here, we're down almost a full inch of drop.
Right, so that's going down and that's causing the crack.
Correct. And then this door, they don't even use that door anymore. It cannot open.
Innovative Basement Authority is now Groundworks. Schedule a free inspection.
My moderate to severe Crohn's symptoms kept me out of the picture. Now I have Skyrizi.
And now, I'm back in the picture. Skyrizi is the only IL-23 inhibitor proven to help achieve remission, meaning few to no symptoms in just 4 weeks for some people. Many were in remission at 12 weeks, at 1 year, and even at 4 years. Plus, Skyrizi is proven to help visibly repair damage of the intestinal lining.
Don't use if allergic. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and TB. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines. Liver problems leading to hospitalization may occur when treated for Crohn's.
Now's the time to take control of your Crohn's. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi, the #1 prescribed biologic in Crohn's disease.
inside the action, it's Friday Night Frenzy.
Every Friday night at 10, right here on News 8.
It's the New Year's mattress sale at Home Sleep Express. Get 10% off sale prices on Thomas Cole Sleep and Prana Sleep. Plus free white glove delivery when you spend $12.99. Celebrate the savings during the New Year's mattress sale. Going on now at Home Sleep Express.
Well, as we start the week off, we're going to see high temperatures well above average, but they fall pretty quickly, and we're already back to possibly sub-zero morning lows as we go into next weekend.
Conventional January
course,
coming.
Yeah, happy Monday, though, tomorrow. Here comes the sun.
Yeah.
Looking forward to that. Thanks for joining us tonight.
We'll see you tomorrow.